Oh, she looks scary.
She's always been fucking creepy.
This sounds so creepy. This sounds so violent.
Welcome back to the channel.
Not to mention, after all this, after the show, I had to walk back to my car where there was many men staring at me in a very pictorial way that they were not looking at me before.
Girl, are you absolutely out of your damn mind? Does the lips not remind you of
And I could never say anything because everybody loved her. So if you're watching this and you're thinking about taking your kids to a Miranda show, I would advise you to think twice.
It actually kind of gives Shane Dawson's apology some merit, which is just so sad to say.
Last but not least, this is the most disturbing video yet. I have no idea what's going on, but basically Colleen and her best friend
because it's the juice, and if you don't have the juice, you don't have it. So if you don't have the juice, you can't capitalize.
Fill the room with the juice. That's a lot of loot. That bit fire. Yeah, she kinda.
Okay. I just had to take a 5-minute break because that is really, you guys, I really didn't know what was going on with this situation. I really didn't. I didn't know what was going on. I was just like, okay, Shane Dawson #2, she must have did, a little something here and there. But this is a lot. This is a lot. And what makes it even worse is the damn response. I thought that was an old video. Like in part 1, I was like, you know what I mean, dancing, because she was like playing the ukulele, whatever. I didn't know that she posted that as a response to all of this. Girl, are you absolutely out of your damn mind? You must be out of your damn mind to respond back like that. If anything, it actually kind of gives Shane Dawson's apology some merit, which is just so sad to say. That is so sad to say. Oh my God, that I can't even believe that just came out of my mouth. But honestly, I mean, damn, did you run that by somebody in PR? Did you even care? I mean, you could have even wrote something down, like maybe a 3-page letter and did a voiceover. That would have been even better than that. And then the title, hi, girl, okay. So she's just trying to, sweep it under the rug kind of situation. Even though this is really bad, I mean, this is terrible on so many different levels. I don't even know where to start. But I think she's gonna be able to make a comeback. I really do. And it's just because of the money, the attention, the fan base. I hate to say the credibility, but when you got Netflix and this and that, and you work with this person and that person, who was the Seinfeld. I mean, that's a lot, that's actually a higher caliber than Shane Dawson. Let's really be honest there. So it's like, for whatever reason, I'm just like, I feel like she's going to be able to make a comeback, and it's going to be in a more, polished way, which is sad to say, but I don't think this is going to be the end. I really don't. It should be. Trust and believe, it should be, but I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think so. Welcome back to the channel. The switch up, right? I have makeup on right now, so I'm about to go out and I'm so excited. Okay, let me stop. Anyways, I was gonna film this tomorrow, but I was just like, I really need to know everything because everybody's posting about this, and I want to know the details, not necessarily what's going viral on Twitter right now. I think a lot of people are posting like viral TikToks and Twitter, screenshots and voice notes and all kinds of stuff is going on right now. So let me get through this before I'm dabbling in that. So let's continue part 2 of how this woman destroyed her career being an absolute disgusting creep. I mean, let's be honest. I don't know what else to call it because this is actually very disturbing. And when you really think about it, this is probably not even the only one. There's probably more women and more influencers and just more people in general doing stuff like this, because what are you gaining from this? But at the same time, blind followers, that's what you're gaining. Blind loyalty. Because if you're able to get a child at a certain point, even as they grow up and grow older, they're still going to have this nostalgic feeling with you. You know what I mean? It's so creepy when you think about it. Anyways, let's continue.
Do not do what she does to children. In what world would a normal person see a child in a short romper and think it's okay to pull their legs apart when
That's
they're on
what I'm
stage
saying.
in front of an audience, a sea
It doesn't make any
of
sense.
an audience of people, and not even stop to wonder if that would scar that person? Becky described in her TikTok how she will never forget where I was laying under Colleen and she was smirking down at me while thousands of people are laughing.
That is the moment I will never forget, where I was laying under Colleen and she was smirking down at me while thousands of people were laughing, and I was terrified that my body wasn't covered up enough by the spandex or the romper. I basically felt naked, so it felt incredibly sexually violating. I was younger and my body was still developing and I was still becoming comfortable with myself, so for her to use my body as entertainment on stage really set my confidence back quite a lot.
Becky slammed Colleen for using her minor body for entertainment and money.
And not to mention, after all this, after the show, I had to walk back to my car where there was many men staring at me in a very pictorial way that they were not looking at me before because of how exposed I had been on stage. So I literally did not feel safe leaving the venue.
I bet
Colleen
you didn't.
did not protect my safety at this show. This was a pretty scary situation for my teenage self.
This was really pretty scary for my teenage self, and especially as someone who loved
Does the lips not remind you of...
And I could never say anything because everybody loved her. So if you're watching this and you're thinking about taking your kids to a Miranda show, I would advise you to think twice because you may come back with years of trauma, and I don't wish that on anyone.
Imagine the person that you loved and looked up to did this to you in front of hundreds of people. Becky added that she felt like she couldn't say anything at the time because Colleen was so beloved, which is mind-boggling to me because as more and more comes out, I don't understand how none of us caught this. The reaction to the video and Becky's accusations has caused Colleen's name to trend on Twitter, with people sharing their thoughts. I'm sending so much love to you right now, and to all the victims that hasn't come out whenever you're ready, but know that there's going to be thousands of people here to love and support you. Another added, I'm so sorry you were made so uncomfortable. I hope that she does eventually address things because it's the least you all deserve.
This has
Another
me stressed.
Holy effing S. This is disturbing. If this was a man, y'all would have no issue calling him a predator.
That's what I'm saying.
She has this child's legs spread open and is looking down, grinning. The girl has to cover herself before she stands up. This is not okay. How do you address these mounting facts? How do you address something as horrific as exposing a minor's body in front of an audience of people? You cannot apologize for something like that. Apologizing is just not enough. How do you apologize for something like putting a minor to work for free and emotionally manipulating your child fans, asking them questions like, are you a virgin? What's your favorite sex position?
And behind closed doors, she's probably just like, at the end of the day, I still got my money and I still really ran a lick on all of y'all. So anyways.
Asking a minor a question like that. You can't apologize for something like that. I don't think you can. So what can you do? Your career is over. It's done. And I mean, all of this that we just discussed, that would be enough to say Colleen needs to step down from the public eye and focus on her personal life. Go to therapy. Offer to pay for these people's therapy at the very, very least. But it gets worse than this.
Facts. Absolute facts. Pay for something. Do something. I mean, will she? I'm sure PR is all over this at this point.
Before we get into some other Colleen controversies,
how does it get
I want
worse?
to show a video from a fan meet and greet to show how young her fan base is. Since the most recent controversies have come out about Colleen Ballinger, it made me want to take a look back into her career and do some research and see, has the writing always been on the wall? Has Colleen Ballinger always been a creep? And the fact of the matter is, yes, she has always been a fucking creep.
This is so creepy. This sounds so stylish.
And the fact that no one saw this is really upsetting to me. And there's been so many instances that I can't believe people haven't noticed. So here are some very creepy things that Colleen Ballinger has done throughout her career. In the self-help book that Colleen Ballinger wrote as Miranda Sings for her fan base made up of mostly children, she had a page about how to make a hot dog that she wanted to make look like a vagina, which in the video she said was because she's a perv.
Because I wanted to look like a nasty with blood on it because I'm a perv.
In an upbeat video set to like happy music, Colleen Ballinger shares a story about how when she was a child, a dog had to be put to sleep. So this video was circulating around Twitter of Colleen basically saying when she was a child, she would get randomly angry and explosive.
I used to actually rip things up or get angry.
And at one point she angrily pinched her dog for whatever reason.
So I grabbed my dog for no reason, just grabbed the dog and pinched its skin and dug my nails into it.
The dog turned around and bit her in the face.
The dog yells, turns around and protects itself and bites me in the face. and I got stitches. I went to the hospital.
But when her parents asked her what happened, she said, I don't know, the dog just bit me.
And they were like, what happened? And I was like, the dog just bit me.
So they had to put the dog to sleep.
And then they had to put the dog to sleep because the dog was dangerous to be around. So I murdered the dog.
And it was just the way that she was talking about it so casually with
So
like
I
happy
murdered a
music in the
dog.
background that made people so
What?
uncomfortable. User at vast_coffee_674 curiously wondered about who tells a story like that with pride. The user added that they assumed the incident occurred when she was a child, but her lack of remorse was disgusting. Her best friend Corey is sitting next to her, but he just seems extremely uncomfortable the entire time, which of course adds to the awkwardness of the situation. There was also a time in a vlog in which she films the dead carcass of a cat casually.
Look what we just found.
We found Ada! Look, there are paws.
There are paws. That really might be Ada.
That actually, I think it's Ada. I was just kidding, but there's definitely paws. That's a paw. Ew, and that's a separated leg. And a fly.
Again, the lack of remorse in this video as well is extremely off-putting. Who casually films the of a cat? That's something that you see on like 4chan or weird internet sites, not on YouTube, and not by a child-friendly, brand-friendly YouTuber. Then there's the clip of her saying she's not going to give a tour of her house because there's too many leaks in her house. Okay, leave it at that. You could leave it at that, but she doesn't leave it at that. She's not going to give a tour of her house because there's too many leaks, and then compares the leaks in her house to a young girl's down there. Roll the clip.
You want a tour of my house? There are leaks all over my house right now. Brand new house, by the way. And every time it rains, it leaks. Just like a teenage girl's... I can't believe I'm gonna say this. It leaks so much like a little girl's creases when she watching... Like a little girl's creases when she's watching those strange little boys on music.ly. I can't believe I just said that.
You had so many chances to stop saying that. Your body is physically trying to get you to stop saying that. Why did you keep going? Why didn't you just stop? You keep saying, I can't believe I'm gonna keep saying it. Then don't say it. Then there was the time that Colleen went to the beach and attempted to film a little boy who was at the beach, and her and her sister are laughing and making different innuendos at this little boy.
A little kid, a child, just ran up to me. A little boy, I called him Pete. He's laying on the sand right now. I'm trying to get him. I don't know. That's him. You can see that. He wanted me to blow his bubbles. That sounds really dirty. Oh, what are they were actual bubbles? Yes. That's cheap dude.
At another one of a Miranda Sings live shows, during a segment that Miranda Sings would do, where she would pretend to go on dates with children, she puts cheese balls in her pants and then has the young boy grab the cheese balls from her pants.
And so now, watch this. We're on the date, Jeans. It's really romantic. Ooh, we're getting close and personal. Oh, but I'm so hungry, Jeans. Hold on, I gotta sleep.
Was this in your self-help book?
Was this in my self-help book?
Was it? Because I brought self-help with me and I was just wondering.
Well, shouldn't you know if you've read it?
I'm just kidding, James. I'm just kidding. I love him. Just kidding.
Sorry, oh, that's right. Do you want a cheese ball?
I'd love them. I can't believe I'm reaching in there right now.
With the amount of parents that are in the audience, with the amount of adults that are on that tour,
Laughing.
you would think that there would be people that are asking more
That's
questions. Like, hey, maybe we
crazy.
shouldn't have a freaking child reaching into a 30-year-old woman's pants. Maybe.
Wow.
To add to the overall well-roundedness and loveliness of Colleen
crazy.
Ballinger, here's a video of her and her friends making fun of and kind of harassing a homeless person.
Come on, Matt. Is the next location?
There's someone, we're disturbing their slumber. Guys, don't let this happen to you, okay? We're here.
Colleen has posted a lot of videos with very strange, concerning thumbnails where you wonder, what audience are you trying to target
It's just
here?
like
this
Shane
thumbnail
Dawson
with the
all
text
over
saying,
again.
how to ride a child. Another thumbnail with text saying, I'm a child. Some of the strangest content that Colleen has posted over the years has to be the content that she's posted alongside her sister. Videos like Sisters Do the Chapstick Challenge, side-eye. Colleen made gestures with the end of a microphone into her sister's mouth one time while her nephew watched on her lap. Her and her sister did a very racist video.
I am Rosa. This is my cousin. We work at the taco together. Of course, but I am
It's Shane Dawson all over again.
I ran out of eyeliner today, so I had to use like dark. Oh, you had to use like dark?
She also did edible underwear challenge with my sister, testing JoJo Siwa bath products in the bath with her sister. JoJo Siwa was a child at this time, so love that she involved JoJo Siwa in that. Bathtub story time with her sister. Guess the body part challenge.
Guess the body part challenge. What is going on?
Twister with my sister. Why? Colleen has also used the children in her family as clickbait in an inappropriate way on her channel. Girl on Girl Xmas Vlog 2 with a child
9
from her
years
family
ago.
on the thumbnail. pole dancer, Xmas Vlog 11, with a child, a girl from her family in the thumbnail. On top of what Colleen Ballinger has posted with her sister, and the thumbnails Colleen Ballinger has posted of her nieces, recently there's been very, very concerning allegations against Colleen Ballinger's brother, Trent Ballinger. So it seems overall, there's a collective concerning pattern within the Ballinger family, which makes you wonder, and what has been normalized within the Ballinger family system for many of these things to come to light recently. And it also makes you wonder how much more is going to come to light within the Ballinger family in the future. Here's a clip of Colleen saying if she was Santa, she'd want the girls from Dance Moms to sit on her lap.
For Santa, name 3 people you want to sit on your lap. This is gonna sound so creepy. My answer is so creepy, but I don't mean it to be creepy. If I was Santa, I would. This is gonna sound so bad. I can't admit this. This sounds so pedophile-ish. I would want the girls from Dance Moms. It sounds super creepy, but it's totally innocent. I just think they're adorable and super talented. I'm in love with them in a very sweet babysitter child sort of way. That still sounds creepy. Please, Colleen, don't put this online.
And then she would go on to collaborate with JoJo Siwa in multiple videos. So
the
that's
way
cool.
she even told herself not to put it online.
Do that. Why not? That will entice all the people.
And then, last but not least, this is the most disturbing video yet. I have no idea what's going on, but basically Colleen and her best friend Corey, in these alter egos, Sam and Labia, create these boxes that are filled with innuendos.
I love the flesh tones you're using on your box.
I put some beach balls on my box. Like, you know how much you love balls on your box.
I have balls on my box and I have balls on my face.
Now comes the fun part. You need to cut a nice little slit in your box so that your loved one has a place to put all their fun things.
I want mine stuffed full, so I'm gonna do a large slit.
And I like things a little bit more tight and put together, so I'm gonna make a really small slit. If you want to make sure that your slit is nice and smooth, just take a fun little note and move it in and out of your little slit, like so, to loosen it up.
Why did I put my finger in?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I think I'll just eat it out.
And this video was a video that they felt was okay to post to an audience filled with mostly children. I cannot explain how utterly disgusted I am with this. This is exploitative. And
That's crazy.
This is gross. This is disgusting. And after doing all these gross things to these boxes, creating these slits in these boxes, making them look a certain way, they offered this box as a giveaway.
Well, we have a special little surprise for you today. We're going to give away my box. We won't be giving away Labia's because it's a little too special to me. I'd like to keep that for myself. But if you'd like to win my box, Livin and I will put some fun little notes in it for you. And all you have to do to win is subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below, and click on the link in the description.
They offered this box as a giveaway to their child audience. So you can't even say that giving away this to Adam was a mistake because you gave away this looking box as a giveaway. What the heck? So I don't even know what to make of all of this. The pattern is undeniable at this point. I could theorize all day about Colleen's mental
Shane
health
Dawson
condition
all over
or whatever,
again.
but I'm not a mental health expert, so I'm not going to go there.
It's
All I'm going to say
literally-
is this is not normal behavior, and I think she needs serious help. And my heart hurts for the fact that this has gone on for such a long time, and she has projected this behavior onto so many children. But I also do think personally that this has been deliberate behavior. I do think Colleen posted material like this as a way to draw in a child audience. I think certain YouTubers who have a mainly child or young teen audience will at times post inappropriate content as a way to appeal to that child audience, because think about it, when you're younger, what type of content do you want to watch? You want to watch content that makes you feel like a grown-up. You want to watch stuff that feels risky. And I think influencers that appeal to children have learned this. They learned that children want to feel like big kids when they watch child content. So they've tried to appeal to that. When from the outside looking in, when you're an adult watching this content, you can see it for what it is. You can see it for being creepy. Sure, children may want to always feel older and more mature than they actually are, but predators who tell them that they're mature for their age are just creepy. And if you're introducing children to content that they're too young to understand, then you are a creep and a predator. And lately, more and more people have been raising questions about Colleen Ballinger's cancer charity. So now even her charity endeavors have come into question.
Y'all know how I feel about nonprofits, okay? They're not all good. They're just not. A lot of people want to think that they are, but they're not. They're just not, okay? It comes with a lot of ego boosting. I'll say that.
There's been a lot of questions about Colleen's childhood cancer charity fund.
So I'm using the hashtag of Voices for Kids. We should be trying to raise money and awareness for every type of cancer and beat this stupid thing because it's not fair, and it's especially not fair for children. I'm going to cry. We just started. But it's not fair.
Adam McIntyre also alleged in his video that the childhood cancer fund Colleen may be promoting on social media is corrupt.
I've unfortunately been reached out to by a couple people who've been involved in Colleen Ballinger's childhood cancer fundraisers behind the scenes. I will not share the text that I have received because unfortunately some of the people are not even here anymore. But there is so much shady shit that is being talked about right now that will come out about her childhood cancer fundraisers.
Now, of course, many rich people use charities as a form of a tax write-off.
Right.
Basically a business strategy for themselves and not something that they do out of the goodness of their heart. However, even those rich people are usually donating their own money. But Colleen collects donations from her fans and uses them as a tax write-off, which in itself is morally ambiguous. In Adam's expose video, he vaguely mentions some information that's been alleged about Colleen's cancer charity fund, but how he didn't feel comfortable sharing that information, and instead he wanted Colleen to post how much she has donated to what specific cancer charities over the years.
I would just like Colleen Ballinger to please post the receipts of every year, the exact amount of money she donated to the exact organizations. That's all I ask, please. That is all I ask. That is all I ask. Because the money goes into her bank account before it gets donated. And it sits for months.
Because the financials of it all have become very muddied. According to r/Colleen Ballinger Snart, the main reasons the financials have become muddied is because Colleen uses a page called Fundly to make her donations. Fundly uses a payment processing platform called Stripe, which sends the money through your personal bank account, and then you personally send the money to whatever charity you choose. And the charities that Colleen has sent the money to have not been specified. For example, in the year 2021, $266,350 were donated by fans, and no charity was listed. On top of that, Colleen says she uses Fundly because Fundly allows her to do giveaways, but there also seems to be some issues surrounding the giveaways and whether or not the way she runs the giveaways are even legal. r/Linea_Borealis has previously pointed out that the method of selecting winners must be specified with the giveaways. Colleen doesn't specify how people are winning these giveaways and whether or not people have an equal probability of winning the charity giveaways that Colleen is running.
I'm gonna find someone to win the Talk About Good card. Now you can either donate money or you can just spread the word about the fundraiser, about the live stream. Anything that helps with childhood cancer wins the prize.
A very well-written summary surrounding the charity was written by r/.
She really played everybody.
They really dove into all of it and had a
She
well-rounded
really
outlook.
played
I
everybody.
want to remind readers of the subreddit that the following are allegations and have not been proven. The lack of transparency from Colleen and her team give cause for concern and raise important questions that should be disclosed without hesitation. Below is a summary of issues that have been raised by those within the subreddit and those who donate to Colleen's annual childhood cancer fundraiser. We have linked articles from the subreddit with further information and commentary. There has been a lot of speculation and questions about how the fundraiser is set up. Firstly, we would like to clarify that despite claims stating Colleen is stealing all of the donation money, we know this is not the case. A large donation is made to Children's Hospital of LA and/or Family Reach each year. This information can be found in their annual reports. She is usually listed in the 100,000 plus bracket as making a donation as herself and/or as her business, Miranda Sings LLC. We acknowledge this and any other claims stating that we believe all of the money being stolen is simply false. The main issue is that the exact amount she donated is never disclosed. At the time of writing this, Colleen has never provided evidence that the entire amount raised is being donated. Both CHLA and Family Reach have options to donate directly, set up a fundraising page on their websites, or donate/fundraise through Tiltify1. Many YouTubers and streamers use fundraising platforms that are created or encouraged to use by specific charities. But each year, Colleen chooses to use Fundly, which is not an option publicly provided by the charities and organizations. Thus, the donated money goes directly to Colleen's bank account. Colleen's 2022 Fundly page also doesn't explicitly state which organizations the money is being donated to. Furthermore, by using Fundly, a percentage of the money is taken by the payment partner Stripe.
She's probably still going to be able to
facing that lost money. According to the website, it says our payment partner Stripe takes
continue her career at
plus
some
30
point
cents per transaction for credit card processing. With all of these resources, why is she unnecessarily acting as a middleman in this fundraiser? There are speculations that she's
Do you think she's going to do an apology video? I don't think she's going to do an apology
postage
video.
off the donation amount, or possibly not donating every penny raised as she claims. Again, these are all allegations that have not
I'd
been
be
proven.
surprised.
The fundraisers for the previous years are also still open and available to be donated to, which raises the question: if someone mistakenly donates to the wrong year, which can be seen happening in her 2021 Fundly page, who is keeping track of that money? How are we sure it's going to a family and organization in need? Long-term friend and employee Corey DeSoto made several comments on TikTok in response to someone questioning the money donated, being so bold as to say, quote, "Wow, what an idiot. You do the work. Call the families that watched their child die." He went onto Twitter posting screenshots of this exchange. Shortly after that, he replied to other people on Twitter with the same malicious tone. He ended communication with fans by making this cryptic tweet. On January 6th, DeSoto deleted his TikTok exchange from Twitter, and as of now, he has made no other public attempt to communicate with anyone on the platform. The fact that he is being incredibly defensive, manipulative, and unwilling to be transparent makes it easy to believe that there is something going on behind the scenes that donors are unaware of. Saying that he knows the truth means absolutely nothing when it is not his money that is being donated. Additionally, there are claims that the way Colleen selects the winner by scrolling scrolling through Twitter and picking the most active fans is unfair and violates the rules of how prizes and giveaways should be organized. Some fans who have won giveaways also claim they've never actually received their prize. In short, well-intended people are willingly giving their money to a stranger, blindly trusting that she will be honest and donate all of the money she raises, without proof that only Colleen can provide. These donors are left in the dark. This is unfair and unprofessional, as many other influencers post their receipts to the charities that they host fundraisers for. Why can't she? Colleen Ballinger is possibly taking advantage of young fans who have developed parasocial relationships with her. Colleen needs to be transparent with her audience. We hope all of the money she has raised now and in the past has gone to organizations and families who are struggling.
And it's like, well, why be transparent when they're children? So they were never asking questions the whole time. She really just played. She played the game, and she did it so. This is scary. This is actually very scary, and to think people have died. People have trauma, and she is just rising and rising and rising. Netflix and TV shows and interviews and yikes. This is why every time somebody wants to do a charity, I always have a little side eye, a little bombastic side eye. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's just sometimes you really don't know people's true intentions until they show their actions, and even those actions can be hidden. You know what I mean? Until it's all out in the open, then it's like, oh, well, we see what you're doing now. We see.
With watching their children die. As Corey DeSoto so elegantly put it, Colleen and her best friend and co-worker
I can't believe you can't say die
belief that her fans are stupid anymore. That since most of her fans are children, they'll just blindly follow her and not question her actions.
Exactly.
But to me, this post was pretty well written and makes it pretty clear that Colleen's fans are not stupid. They're not blind and they're not ignorant. Maybe there's nothing fishy going on with the fundraiser that Colleen has been running for years. But if there is, and you have been asking your fandom, made up of mainly children, to donate money to you for a fundraiser for childhood cancer, and that turns out to contain some fraudulent activity, well then, you are truly and unequivocally the most horrible person I have ever heard of or seen in my entire life. And that will have crossed every boundary or line that there is. So I am praying that there is nothing fishy going on there. But just the fact that there are so many platforms out there that are clear cut, and you're choosing to go with a platform that deposits money directly into your bank account, tells me that maybe there might be something fishy going on here. The possibility of the Childhood Cancer Fund being corrupt really hurts my heart. I was an ex-Colleen Ballinger fan, and I know she's been doing it for years and years, and she gets around 20 to 40K every year around Christmas time. One year I donated $300. Small amount, I know, but still effed.
No, that ain't a small amount to a lot of people. A lot of people right now. A lot of people struggling, a lot of people going through a lot of things. We're in some very interesting times, especially, those in America. I mean, homeless rates, suicide, the things are happening and people are being quiet about it. Then you have people talking about it. I mean, dang.
The internet is rallying against Colleen and her future public appearances. In one TikTok, a person who read up on all the Colleen drama claims YouTube is becoming just as corrupt as Hollywood, and it's scary.
Yeah.
Recently, Colleen announced a new podcast with Trisha Paytas dubbed Oversharing. The two friends, though they've never been close, just launched the new podcast on its own channel. Trisha Paytas is known to implode and cause controversy, but people never thought that Colleen would be the one whose career would completely implode and destroy the podcast with it.
She has disappeared since this started, right?
Yeah.
The podcast with Trisha is, there's no word from it.
She stopped vlogging.
They stopped vlogging.
Yeah. And now it's probably looking like the podcast won't go anywhere because I
ain't
don't think
seen
anyone's
Ethan in
going to
forever.
want
He
to
done
see
lost
any
some
future
weight.
projects involving Colleen Ballinger. Recently, Adam McIntyre made a video discussing how a police report has now been filed because of the amount of harassment he's received from fans of Colleen Ballinger.
I just can't believe that me, my family, my animals, my friends are all being threatened because of Colleen Ballinger and her actions.
Dang. Yeah, because they're like, oh, it started with you.
So I wanted to come on here and just give you that update. There is now a police report, 2 police reports, sorry. The East Sussex, they also want to see me, so it's going to be an intense couple days, and all of this has started from Colleen Ballinger's own fan base. speaking against me for speaking about my experience with Colleen Ballinger.
Right.
Which is so disappointing. We've seen this time and time again. With Me Too, there was a public discussion about how hard it is for victims to come forward, especially with allegations against celebrities. And yet we see this young man who's come forward with allegations against a woman in the public eye, and her fans, who are mostly comprised of young Gen Z fans, are harassing him and attacking him so heavily that he fears his life might be endangered. That's so not okay, especially when everything he said has been backed up by so much proof, and most of it Colleen herself has already admitted to. The victim blaming is unbelievable.
I'm not allowing this to happen again. It happened to me in 2020, whenever I was like a 17-year-old kid. I had to deal with it then. None of the people got any repercussions. I'm not allowing it to happen to myself again, especially when you're starting to threaten my family and my animals and like trying to like dox like where I go on a daily basis and stuff. Find him here and stuff like that.
That's so scary.
I don't deserve to go through this again. I literally do not deserve to go through this again, and I'm not going to allow myself to go through it again.
I can't see a world where Colleen can recover from this. Her career is destroyed just from the truth of who she really is coming to light. And the craziest thing is, the truth was just above the surface the entire time. It was right in the public eye, and there were people who were trying to tell the public about it, but no one wanted to listen.
I don't know. Shane Dawson came back.
To the victims, especially the ones who no one wanted to listen to for so long. Colleen is not getting away with it this time. I thought that Colleen would never speak of this, because what can you really say?
That's what I'm
really say to these victims? What can you really say to your audience and your fans who have been supporting you and who you greatly let down? But in the weirdest turn of events, Colleen uploaded a statement in which she sings to her fans, in which she offers them no
is that
apology.
the video?
I know you wanted me to say that I was 100%.
Pause. That's a new video. I thought that was old. I completely understand why y'all wanted me to talk about this now. The way I had no idea about this, you guys. Oh my goodness, Lord Jesus. The nerve. The absolute nerve.
In the wrong. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not going to take that route.
But instead whips out a ukulele and sings to them about how, in fact, everyone who's mad at her probably should apologize to her, because they're all a toxic gossip train of haters.
Oh, she looks scary.
It's been a while since I saw my face. I haven't been doing so great, so I took a little break. So a lot of people are saying some things about me that aren't quite true. Doesn't matter if it's true, though. Just as long as it's entertaining to you. Right? You guys having fun? All aboard the toxic gossip train. Chatting down the tracks of misinformation. The toxic gossip train. You got one way ticket to the manipulation station.
Which, of course, because, I'm making this video, I think it's obvious to say that I couldn't disagree more with that statement. I think it is essential to raise awareness on the dangers of power imbalances that content creators can have, especially with children who look up to them. But instead, with Colleen's statement that she made, where she had the one opportunity to do self-reflection, to look at her many, many years, more than a decade online, where she accrued millions of dollars off of millions of people who looked up to her, and reflect on any possible harm that she could have done to people. And instead, she took an opportunity to completely victimize herself.
Let me tell you, it's not very fun to have millions of people all over the world calling you the most vile, horrendous, disgusting, life-ruining words a person can be called, in my opinion. It doesn't matter that these things aren't true.
She didn't stop for one moment to empathize with the people who told their stories of their experiences with her. She didn't stop to think about any hurt she could have caused, and only spoke about all the hurt that she feels other people have caused her these past few weeks. All I can say is this video was a big wow. The only possible valid point I could say is when she said that Miranda Sings is rated PG, and that it's up to the parents to decide what they let their kids watch.
I also wanted to take a minute to talk about that girl, Miranda Sings. You know the one, right? Her? She's PG-13. It says that on my website, and it's always been that way. I've always relied on parents to decide if they're comfortable with their families watching my YouTube videos or coming to my live shows.
At the end of the day, when you look at her fans, most of her fans are children. And as a content creator, she has a responsibility to those children, to be mindful of the content that she's making to those children and what she's exposing those children to. And she has a responsibility as much as those parents. She can't wipe her hands clean just because these alleged parents aren't being mindful of what they're showing their children. The story that this video paints is Colleen trying to say, I just talked to my fans in a few group chats and blurred a few boundaries.
Many years ago, I used to message my fans, but not in a creepy way, like a lot of you are trying to suggest. It was more of a loser kind of way. I was just trying to be besties with everybody.
And I hope that my video shows that Colleen's response video is trying to twist the narrative.
I
I've been sharing my life online for about 15 years. I've poured my heart out to you, and because of that, I feel like I'm talking to my friends. But at the beginning of my career, I didn't really understand that maybe there should be some boundaries there. There were times in the DMs when I would overshare details of my life, which just really weird to me. I haven't done that for years, you see.
And that this narrative of, oh, I just talked to my fans in group chats a few years ago, and that was a blurred boundary, that was one mistake. Because when you see her thumbnails, her videos, her live performances, Adam, Becky, and John's statements, as well as so many other former fans' stories, you can see that it's so much more than what she's addressed in this video, and such a larger issue than what she's trying to paint the story as. She's trying to twist the narrative, and let's not let her. So overall, this response video was bizarre, strange, unnecessary, and doesn't even come close to cutting it. I'm sure for some fans who already wanted to forgive her, this will be enough, but for most people, this was just the nail in the coffin.
I'm just absolutely... I gotta take a break.
It's mind-blowing to me that this insidious side of Colleen was buried the entire time, lurking just below the surface. And yet everyone wanted to believe that she was this squeaky clean, child-friendly celebrity. It now makes me skeptical of any influencer who presents themselves in this manner. I don't even question whether or not Colleen is a bad person. Colleen is a horrific person. It's shocking.
Of course.
It's disgusting. And I'm borderline nauseous after making this video. And now Colleen Ballinger has ended up as the next Shane Dawson.
Not Kingsley. Not Kingsley with Colleen and Shane Dawson. My heart is now hurting. Oh my God, my heart is hurting. No, 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 no. I love Kingsley. Why did you have to just bring all the nostalgia back, Kingsley? That hurt. That absolutely hurt me. That just hurt to see. I know he has nothing to do with this. I absolutely know. But I didn't know that he was affiliated with her in any way, shape, or form, okay? I freaking love Kingsley. My heart.
And now I'm terrified to find out who will come next. So I will end this video with a quote from Shane Dawson describing Colleen Ballinger. Because the fact that throughout Colleen Ballinger's career, Colleen Ballinger and Shane Dawson were close friends all along should have really told us all we needed to know. So here's what Shane Dawson has publicly said about Colleen Ballinger. Colleen is the best. She is the most hateful, shadiest. I love her. Whenever we hang out, literally the first words out of her mouth are, okay, what do you got? Who do you hate? Who's next? Just going in on everybody. A lot of comedians in general, a lot of the comedy comes from hate, self-hatred. When you hate yourself, you hate everybody around you. He claimed that Colleen was nice to YouTubers' faces, but a different person behind their backs. She's so good at being nice, she'll do collabs with like every YouTuber, and they'll think they're Colleen's best friend. Colleen goes beyond mean girl, beyond predator, beyond hateful, beyond insidious. Everything I've heard about Colleen, from multiple reports, receipts, and accounts, all paints a picture of a despicable person. She knows how to build personal relationships with people to get what she wants out of them, whether it's personal favors, likability, parasocial relationships, donations, or to be an online soldier on her behalf. But from all accounts, Colleen is a master manipulator, a who utilizes mostly children to do her dirty work, who reeled in children through creepy posts and strange content, and who spreads lies and hate with everyone she talks with, stabbing people in the back the second they stop doing favors for her. But the thing is, I think the reason why she hates her fans so much, and everyone who's nice to her, is because she cannot possibly understand why anyone would be nice to her. She hates her friends and fans so much because more than anyone else in the world, she hates herself. She hates who she is, who she has become, what she does to people. She knows she's a pathetic human being, and she cannot fathom why anyone would like who she is. So she hates anyone who likes her. And now that the truth of who Colleen Ballinger is has come out, she has completely destroyed her career. Thank you, MD Hair, for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to check out the link in the description. Then use my promo code for 70% off your first month.
I am just unbelievably shook by that entire video. My goodness gracious. The way I really just didn't know, you guys. I was like, I don't know who that girl is. I don't know why everybody's talking about her. What did she do? Shane Dawson #2. Okay, I ain't surprised. Blah, blah, blah. But man. The girl don't give a damn. She don't give a damn. Oh, she don't give a damn. Oh, she does not give a damn. the response is what really got me. I think that's what really pushed me over the edge, because I was really thinking, oh, she hasn't said anything yet. She's probably going to say something. She's probably going to have a PR comeback. Bah, 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 bah. Absolutely not. She said, hi, here's my ukulele. What? Wow. You know, at this point, I'm kind of scared of like all famous people. You know what I mean? It's just like, God, we live in such a pathetic world. Such a pathetic world. We live in a very corrupt world. And you know, it's like as you get older, it just gets worse. You know, it just continues to get worse. Like, you know those people that live like on a house in a mountain away from everybody, or like, I don't know, in Antarctica, Greenland, just away from all of everything, just everything, you know. I really envy those people right now. I truly envy those people right now, because my God, the way people are just so effing annoying and just liars and scammers, and everyone is just a corrupt piece of poop. And it just makes me so effing mad. It's just like, I'm tired, you know? You just tired? I'm just tired. I'm tired of people. I'm just tired of it. It's so annoying. Like, oh my God. And to think that this is somebody that will continue to be, you know, okay, let's be honest. Let's be real. This will be somebody that will continue to be okay, continue to, you know, have money, pay their bills, take care of their kids, have a family. It's just like, oh my God. I don't know how to explain it, but sometimes I just think maybe if I was just bad, just a terrible person all around, just all the time, every day, just like don't care about people's feelings, just being a bad person, just all the time. Maybe at that point, I'll get everything I want. Because that's how it seems. Is that not how it seems sometimes? Like, I really feel like that's how it seems. And I'm so sick of it. Honestly, this entire video really has catapulted me to go drink some alcohol. So I'm going to go do that. I am going to go do that. If you made it all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching. If you're brand new here, don't forget to like and subscribe. Of course, only if you want to. And I will see y'all in the next video, because yeah, we're done. We are so done. Wow. She did all of that and just kept climbing. Oh my goodness. It's just so mind-boggling to me. It's so mind-boggling to me. Like, I can't even wrap my head around it. I'm out of here. Bye. Goodbye. Because what? I'm disgusted.